Hi everyone! So today's video is going to be my September wrap up and October TBR, which I am super excited about because I am very happy that it's October now, and today is the 4th, I think, so I'm a little late with this video, but it's the 4th, and today was actually really cold. It's like fall weather. I think it was like the high of 50 something out, and so I wore a sweater for the first time in months, and I wore boots, and I was so excited. I hope you guys are happy for October too, and I'm just gonna do the usual TBR wrap up jazz that we do every month. I just have not had very good progress month to month. I feel like as a whole I've still read a decent amount of books, and I hope to still finish my goal of 50 books for the year, but I just haven't had like the best reading progress month to month. And this one's gonna be pretty short because I read quite a bit this month, I would say, but I didn't finish a complete entire book, but I kind of bounced back and forth between a different book every so often. I'm going to talk about two that I read. I technically started reading another one, but I kind of included it in my TBR, so I'll talk a little bit about it too, but I didn't finish one entirely. However, it was a really good month for me for uploading because I think I uploaded a total of 5 videos this month, which was pretty good. I want to try to maybe get into a 2 video a week schedule, but I think for the most part, I had a video up every single week except for this past week. I didn't get this video up when I wanted to. Something was going on Tuesday, but I've kind of figured out Tuesday is a good filming day and kind of editing day for me to get it up on Wednesday. So hopefully that will become a little bit more consistent, but I did do a little bit better for uploading in September. So to get into the wrap-up part, I'm going to talk about the 2 books that I kind of read the most of. So the first one is the very well-hyped The Infinite Sea by Rick Yancey, which is the sequel to The Fifth Wave. And you guys know I finished that one last month, and I have an entire book review on that and everything. So if you're not familiar with these books or you haven't read them, then I'll put a link to my review below if you're interested. But this is the sequel, and basically it's just a sci-fi kind of fantasy series about aliens and kind of like an alien invasion, which honestly I was not sure if I would enjoy at first, but I absolutely loved the first one, and this one has been really good so far. So I highly recommend these if you haven't read them. I think they're really good, and they're very well written, and I think just a unique kind of story. Expect a book review for this one from me in the next week or 2, because as soon as I finish that, I will film and upload a book review. And yeah, so I can't wait to hear your guys' thoughts on that one too. So I read most of that one, and then the next book that I read a decent amount of was Spellbound by Rachel Hawkins, and I think I started off the month reading this, and I've wanted to finish this book for like the last 3 months, and every time I just haven't been in the mood to keep reading it. So maybe like inch by inch I'll eventually finish it, but this is the 3rd and final book in the Hex Hall trilogy, which I read the first 2 of like 2 or 3 months ago, and it's a really short read. It's not that long. It's like 300 pages, and these books are pretty fast-paced. I just haven't really been in the mood to read it. So maybe for October, with like the whole witch thing going on, I'll finally finish this. But I think that the series is pretty cute. It's just a pretty kind of fun, easy, lighthearted storyline. So if you need something easy to get through, I would recommend those books. I've been rereading The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants by Anne Brashares, and this series was one of my favorites when I was younger. I think I read this first one when I was in 5th grade. I reread these like over and over again as I guess like a middle schooler. I don't know if I read them again in high school, but when I was younger I read these a ton, and I loved the movies and everything, and I just had this strong like desire to reread them again to see if I still enjoyed them. So I bought the first one, which was the only one that I didn't have, and so I've been rereading it, and I'm only on like, I don't know, like 75 to 80 pages I think, but so far so good. It's still enjoyable, and there's a lot of stuff that I just don't remember at all. I guess because it's been a really long time since I've actually read this, but it's nice because I know the general idea and like the major things that happen, but there's a lot of small details and just like the writing style that I'm not as familiar with. So this one I have been reading and will hopefully finish. So this is kind of like the wrap-up part, but all of these are also included into the TBR for October, which is not that good, but fingers crossed. I am determined to make October a little bit better. I have 2 more that I want to read and get through for October. So the first one was sent to me by an author. There are very few books that I actually accept from authors just because I feel like, I mean, I have so many books on my own like TBR list that I want to read that I just don't have a chance to read, that I would feel bad if I accepted a book and didn't, you know, get a chance to read it, and that's happened before. But there's so much for me to do that I just try to pick books that I think I'll really enjoy, and I don't accept books just for the sake of getting them. But this author reached out to me, and I thought that the premise sounded really interesting, and I had seen a couple of other people saying that they were going to read it too, and I thought it sounded really, really good. And that is Ignite by Lily Paradis, I think it is. I think that this story sounds really interesting. It's about a girl whose entire family dies, I believe, and she has to take care of her siblings, or I think it's her siblings, and then she meets like a boy, and it's got like a romance aspect to it, and I think it sounds really good. We'll try to get through this one this month, and thank you so much to Lily for sending this to me if you did watch this video, or if you're watching this video, because that was really sweet. I will keep you guys posted on that one and what I think about it. And then the last one I got, I'm not for sure if I will stick to this, but I kind of got inspired because one of the next movies comes out this month, and I never finished the series, but I thought I might try another go at The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. I read like the first half of this my senior year of high school because I was trying to finish it in time for the movie, and I didn't. So I've seen the movie, and I've seen the second one, Catching Fire. So I'm kind of like already like aware of some of the story, and I never read past half of this, but I really do want to read the series. And so I thought I might try to go back and start reading these this month. I'm going to go to Mockingjay Part 1 in November, I think, for the midnight movie. So maybe if I can get through them all, then I'll finish these before the next movie, so I'll kind of be a little bit caught up. So I plan to do that because I've never read those, and I feel like that's a monumental series that everyone should read and that everyone loves. Yeah, that is my last plans for this month. I do have a few more ideas for some books that I want to get, but I'm gonna do another book haul sometime this month, I think. So if you want to see a few more books that I might potentially read, then stay tuned for that. And I hope you guys are having an awesome month so far, and feel free to share below what you're gonna read for this month. Give me some ideas. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're doing really well, and I will talk to you all very soon. Bye guys.